Yeah. There you go. Oh, this dude's dying. He's dying.
Not the plans. Not the plans.
My bad.
Let's go, Trevor. Go.
This guy.
Folks, welcome to the Two Lonely Boys in a Canoe podcast. I'm Chris Evans, aka Gravel Shits.
I'm Trevor Ahlstrom, aka Gorgeous George.
Speak up, bitch.
Gorgeous George.
We also have Silver Squirrel here with us. Chris, say hello.
Hello.
Hello. And
we have Austin here.
Austin
Tribble.
Austin Powers.
Austin Powers.
It's good to have you guys, man.
Yeah.
All right. So if you heard what was going on when we started, Austin forgot to pull the slide out of the bowl or out of the bong,
and that kind of distracted
and he just kept,
me.
Well, he kept dragging until he was just full of smoke.
Yeah.
And then I realized what was happening. I was like, oh no, he's dying. He's dying. And then he finally pulled the slide. He got a little bit of a hit, and he leaned the bong forward, and a bunch of water spilled out.
It hit my notes too. I'm like, God damn it.
It was pretty hilarious to watch.
It kind of distracted me from guitar. I was too busy trying not to laugh.
Yeah.
I fucked that song.
Oh man, that was awesome. Well, thanks for being here, guys. We're glad to have you listening to us. And Trevor, how's it been going, man?
It's going, man.
It's going sideways, up, down, in the middle,
In and out.
in and out. All
In
right.
and out. No.
Yeah.
It's,
You're like a dude trying to parallel park, huh?
or a lady or an old Asian woman from another dimension.
You had a joke there. You lost it. Go ahead and try it again. An Asian lady parking in another dimension parallelly. Something like that.
Well, in both cases, I'm sure they're not going to use their turn signal. Good luck, everybody.
Good luck, everybody else. Good Family Guy joke.
Yes.
All right. So, Chris, how you been, man? How's everything been going?
I'm good.
Yeah?
I'm spending time with my sister.
Oh, how's your sister doing?
She's retiring this year. In 2 weeks, she's going to retire.
Whoa, that's dope. How old is she?
66.
Okay. Damn nice.
67, 66.
What is she retiring from?
School teaching. She's
School
a teacher.
teaching? Okay.
She's very successful.
Yeah?
Yeah, she's got her own house, car,
I was too busy laughing.
friends. She's like us.
Yeah.
Successful.
Oh, nice. Well, that's cool, man. Is she coming to visit you? And
In
hit
2 weeks,
trees
she'll
a
be
little
there
bit.
again. In 2 more weeks, and I'm looking forward to it. 2 weeks.
all right. Hell yeah, man. What's your sister's name?
Kathleen.
Shout out Kathleen.
Shout out, Kathleen.
Good job retiring. You worked those fucking years as a school teacher beating those kids up. No, that's awesome. I hope I get to retirement age one day.
I'll probably be dead before then, so will I.
We're going to try to make sure that happens, but,
You know
living's
me.
a thing.
You know me, if you get me enough booze and a train going by.
It's about to work itself out.
Yeah. Ahlstrom family tradition right there.
Oh, yeah.
Death by train.
So what you been up to, Austin?
Brewing. I brewed 7.5 gallons of beer.
Oh, you've been brewing. Yeah,
Yeah.
brewing beer, man. That's pretty dope.
It's fun.
Is this your first time brewing beer?
No, I've
No?
been doing it for about 3 years now. Got a recipe
Pretty
down.
good.
I
I've had
shared
it
some
before.
with these guys.
I've gotten to work. I've gotten to help them a little bit.
Very cool.
Yeah,
What are you
can
going to
do
call it?
This one is called... Wait, I don't have a name for this one, actually, do I?
Old No Name, huh?
Yeah, I don't have a name for this one.
All right.
I have some other ones.
Austin's Hooch.
No
Yeah.
bones about it, dude. It's no bones about it, dude.
No
There you
bones
go.
about it, yeah.
Chris is helping out with the name.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's awesome. Yeah, brewing beer and hanging out with family, man. I like it.
Yeah.
You guys are awesome.
Is that what? No. Never mind. Go on.
What were you going to say?
say no bones about it. I was gonna be like, oh, is that what a guy that like walk in with a bunch of naked ladies at skate? No bones about it.
Like no.
Hey, you gotta give me that one. I made that up.
I'll give him this one. No bones about it. It's more like a dude walking in after he's drank too many beers.
I would never know about that.
Amigo.
Well, I hope someone's offended out there, by the way. And
Offense taken.
yes,
Trevor, what's on the old agenda?
we'll
for
start
today,
with
man?
a movie review. And boy, do we
Yes,
have one
gotta,
for you
We gotta
folks.
bring you guys the review of the movie Big Money Rustlers. It's a ICP comedy.
And ICP, for those who don't know, is Insane Clown Posse, the Detroit rap group from the 90s.
They're from Detroit. Yup.
For Rock City, yep. Yeah, they did their own version of
A Western. Yeah. What'd you like about it?
It was hilarious.
He thought it was hilarious, folks.
They didn't take anything seriously. It wasn't like in some old Westerns where they take everything pretty seriously.
I love that the two main characters were still in clown makeup the whole time.
Yes.
They're still
and no one
painted in
no one
face.
ever like said anything about it. Like it was
No.
completely normal.
Yeah,
They had
there's
clown makeup the whole time.
Hey,
Guys are
clowns
clowns.
existed in the old west.
It's
yeah,
true.
that's true.
That is true.
So it was a pretty great movie. I thought there was a lot of funny little parts. It wasn't written too seriously, I don't think. They got a lot of
Not at
their
all.
friends in on it. They got Twisted there with them,
Yeah,
working
both
with them
the guys.
homies.
Yeah. Gonna take all shit, homies.
Yeah, if you folks don't know, ICP and Twisted, a group that they had working underneath them basically on their tours, had a falling out over money and rights to songs because ICP didn't want to pay them.
Because of big money.
And
Rustlers.
yeah, they're big money rustlers.
And yeah, this guy comes in called Sugar Wolf. His family were the sheriffs in the town. And they got murdered. They
Sugar
got
Wolf.
murdered. And he decided to go after these bad guys, but they sent assassins
They
after
sent
him.
3 different assassins.
First, they sent him this zombie who was literally the zombie guy that
It's
just
called The Ghost.
Yeah, he was walking around like a guy here in Eugene at 7 a.m. from tweaking all night.
He looked like a dude from Eugene. He was
Yeah.
dressed up in like
Yeah,
long hair.
1800s clothes for some reason.
but he
Very pale.
pale face.
Yeah.
He had the pale face.
Extremely pale.
But yeah, he was doing the
And he
doing
had
the crawl.
extreme laser eyes.
Yeah, he did these slow motion cheesy laser eyes. It's like pew, and then it would hit a haystack and boom, like hit a barrel and like ah. Yeah.
It's a hell of a zombie, I tell you.
So yeah, the main character he
He
used a
gets
mirror.
his friend to throw him a mirror.
Dirty Sanchez is his amigo.
He finds a friend by the name of Dirty Sanchez.
Wow, that's
They kill the zombie with reflecting light, and then there's a second villain. I'm the Foot, bitch.
Yeah, he's called The Foot.
And he's this guy with a giant, massive, pulsating, cancerous foot.
He's got elephantitis in his leg.
was there blue waffle though too?
Oh, there's everything. There's a little bit of Chernobyl.
And he had a steam-powered wheelchair.
Yes, he did have a steam-powered wheelchair.
And Trevor, would you explain to the people what his fucking famous catchphrase was?
I'm the Foot, bitch.
Yeah.
I'm the Foot, bitch. He
That's
said that.
all he said.
He had a
really.
brief conversation. He's like, "Get down here, boy," when he sees his opponent. But other than that, he just said,
I'm the Foot, bitch. He's rolling around with his giant foot.
Yeah, he would kick people and run them over to death with their
He had the
with
power of
wheelchair.
extreme kicks. Yeah.
But yeah, he got roped off the chair and then thrown into some dynamite, and that was it.
Yeah, he got hog-tied.
Then there was the third assassin who was a hot midget.
Well, we got to explain his love interest of the movie.
Yeah.
So when he comes back to town, he saves the town's bank or something. He beats up some bad guys in like a small crime, and this woman comes by to thank him, and she's this little short midget, and she's really cute, you know, a little cute midget.
She's got big old titties for her size.
And she's all like, I'd do anything for you, Sheriff. Anything.
I got this cherry pie here that needs you.
Yeah, and he's all with it. He's like, yeah, I'll fuck you. I'll fuck you, you little short slut. So the third assassin. Let's go into that.
So her name was Tink, and later on when he's making love to her, and then they get into an argument, and then she pulls a gun on him, and then she announces, she's like, "What's up, Tank?" And she pulls her mask off. Big reveal. It's actually a dude named Tank the whole time. It's been this hairy man.
This dude midget.
So it got me with questions. Being like, did he not check for balls in a dick when he was doing this? Was it really dark?
Yeah, that one really threw you. But I was fucking.
He was down with it. He
I
was down with the clown.
Hilariously laughing because I was like,
he was down with
he
the
just
clown.
fucked him in the asshole. He probably never looked.
Maybe gave him the.
And he had this awesome line, and he goes, "Wait, how?" He's like, "We had sex," and he's like, "It felt good for me."
Hey, she enjoyed that Cowboys Midnight Meat Train, if you know what I mean.
So how did he end up beating Tink Tank? It's a real think tank. It makes you think, Tank.
I did.
So Tank ended up shooting him in the hand,
Yeah.
and he rolled out of bed.
Yeah,
and then he started
wrestling.
doing a bunch of WWE moves on her,
And then just
bunch of like power
on
bombs,
him, yeah.
and slammed
And like
this midget around.
slammed him like into a
Just
fence.
took him
and
out onto
into
the
a-
front porch and just old Southern whooping,
Just beat him to death.
WWE moves on him.
It's like, I'm gonna take you to Suplex City in this cabin. Just like people's elbow in the glass. Just like all that shit.
So he defeated all the assassins, and the bad guy finally decided, he's like, well, I'm going to do what I should have done in the very first place instead of sending all these assassins. I'm going to go kill them myself.
That's old Violent J. Or,
Yeah, Violent J.
what was his character's name?
Big Baby Chips.
Yeah, that's right. Big Baby Chips.
Yeah, he was all about chips and being a big baby and such.
And making sure no one messed with his motherfucking money.
Yeah,
See
my
what's that?
motherfucking money.
Well, yeah, the end of the movie, he gets, they have a show off. They have a gun
the
draw.
guy shows up with his chili.
Yeah, and they sent off. He had set off his other deputy off to go get chili in New York
From
City.
New York City.
Even though they were way out in the middle of the country, somehow got out there. He even met a celebrity, Tom Sizemore.
He's been in Saving Private Ryan.
Yeah.
He was in Black Hawk Down.
Yeah.
But anyways, yeah, he was on
He
this.
was in a lot of. He's in a lot of military movies.
Yeah, he was in this ICP movie for some reason. But
He must have been desperate for money.
must have been.
No, maybe.
Hey, Vanilla Ice was in this movie too.
Oh, we got to do all the cameos.
No, I said
Screech from fucking Saved by the Bell was in it. Jason
Oh,
Mewes.
Screech, yeah, the one
Jay
with
from
the
Jay and
puppy
Silent Bob was in it.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
There was a bunch of little cameos by all these smaller actors, but it was hilarious
I
because they
guess
were
they
just
put
like,
a lot of money into it.
not really, but it was just like they threw him $150 and the guys showed up and did a couple hours of work. Yeah.
Right. That's true,
But yeah, they ended up having the gun battle, and then the chili shows up, distracts Baby Chips, and he gets shot and killed.
And then it comes to find out that Big Baby Chips is actually his father. Dun dun dun.
Old Darth Vader thing was like, rub off my makeup.
Yeah, and he rubs off his makeup, and it's his dad, which is hilarious because the character didn't have a beard. And when
He had a
rubs off
tiny
his
beard. He had a
makeup-
small mooch
When
head.
he rubs off his makeup, he has an entire beard. So 1 out of 10 rolls of film, Trevor.
I would look for humor. I would give it. I look at it as a comedy. So if you
Definitely
look-
a comedy.
If you look at it as a comedy, I give it a fucking 8 or a 9 because it was so bad it was funny.
I'm gonna actually put in this one more thing that they didn't explain at all in the movie. Somehow, some of the characters had revolvers, and some of the characters had modern guns.
Yeah.
Like one of the assassins had a full-blown regular shotgun.
Yeah.
And then another guy had like a 9mm Glock or something.
Makes no sense.
And the other guys had revolvers.
And then one of the guys is like, "Wait, do I get my phone call?" And the other guy's like, "Wait, they haven't invented phones yet."
Yeah.
Like that was twisted.
Out of 1 out of 10 rolls of film, I'll give it a fucking 8. Yeah, that was a good one. I liked it. So Big Money Rustlers, check it out. They also have another one, Big Money Hustlers.
Which is two
as a New York
criminals
cop
in modern times. Yeah.
Oh man, that's gonna have to be another one. Big Money
When
Hustlers.
movies made?
2008, 9, something like
Oh,
that.
that long ago? I think it was like recently.
No.
It's
Early 2000s.
It's early 2000s, but yeah, no, it's definitely one of those weird, funny films that you watch when you're stoned
Yeah.
or you're drunk and you're just like, this is stupid, but it's hilarious.
Like those animated horror movies.
Yeah.
You know?
So ICP, I don't know if you guys should keep rapping. Maybe you should start focusing on making a lot of parodies of movies and
Because you
comedies.
guys are pretty funny.
Their raps aren't that great,
But
love to go to Gathering of the Juggalos and see what that's all about. A bunch of fat girls doing crazy things.
Well, makeup.
and a lot of Faygo juice by
A lot of soda.
soda.
You say what you want about ICP, but they keep some pretty interesting people around.
They do.
Yeah.
A lot of drugs.
I guess they do. I don't know.
A lot of drugs. What you doing, Trevor?
Get ready for the album review here.
Album review.
Trevor's been doing an album review in the last few episodes, and he's been doing pretty good. He got a good one last time. He had a good one before that.
I've been doing. Last time we did Black Dahlia Murder.
The time before that,
I
we
love
did.
We
It
did
was
some-
the Latin jazz,
Yeah,
Cuban
we did.
jazz.
Yeah,
It
we did
was,
the Ibrahim Ferrer, who's like this
What was
Cuban guy.
what
Ibrahim
was
Ferrer.
the name of the album though? It was-
Buena Vista Social Club.
Buena Vista Social Club.
Which was he was
Yeah,
like
that
the he
a
was
good
like the
one.
I guess like the Louis Armstrong of Cuba. He did a lot of Latin version of jazz.
Yeah,
Anyways,
speaking of the microphone, dude.
so we've done a lot of different stuff.
Trevor
and
has a problem sometimes where he forgets that he's talking into a microphone.
I do. Ads, yay! All right, sorry. Okay, so here we go. Furnace and the Thunders. The album's
Good
called.
introduction.
And the album's
And the
called
album's called Shut Up, Trevor. Let's listen.
Zydeco Thunder. Fuck you. Zydeco music, Austin. All right.
Yeah, I like that. What was that again? What was the name of the guy?
So, Furnace and the Thunders was a Zydeco band.
I always love that, the name of weird bands like that, where
Yeah.
it's like Jesse and the Wallopers. You know?
Or like Bruce Springsteen and the E Street Band, or George Thorogood and the Destroyers. Or like, yeah, Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers.
It's like Cheech and Chong and the Zigzags. You know?
It'd be like if I came up with a funny band name, I would have like Cocaine Betty and the Surly Tax Attorneys, or like Jim Jones and the Angry Bananas. Like I'd have some ridiculous shit. I'd have like Sanjay Gupta and the Gupta Pooptas. Like this crazy. I thought about this.
You'd have like, oh man, it'd be like James and the Giant Peaches. You know? It'd be a bunch of big girls in peach costumes.
Millions of peaches for me. Millions of peaches for free. Yeah, that'd be funny.
In a factory downtown.
And the album is called Zydeco Thunder. It's about half an hour long, and it looks like this band's from the 80s, from the New Orleans area.
From New Orleans.
New Orleans.
You coming out that Mardi Gras time, we're going to have to get you some of that gumbo.
But watch out for that hurricane coming through.
Now, I'm a southern man, and I tell you what, you come around here trying to look for my gumbo, I'll have to have Miss Shirley help you out.
And you better not be wearing no hats
You
inside.
best not be bringing your Sunday best, because we fitting to get filthy. Oh, man. No, that was really good, man. I'm going to have to check them out more.
I'll send you the link.
Nice. All right. Good stuff.
Alright, so yeah, that is Zydeco music is part of that Cajun culture. So you have French music and African music and the indigenous music.
What kind
blended
of
together.
background were you thinking when you heard that, Austin? What kind of
Background?
what'd you picture yourself
I
doing?
Actually, like bluegrassy. A
Yeah.
little bit of bluegrass.
It's bluegrass
but
mixed.
It wasn't quite bluegrass because all the other instruments.
I was thinking of like I was like at a fair or something. I was at a county fair.
Yeah, that's
and that'd be
carnival.
the music playing
Carnival.
around in the background.
That's exactly what it's
square
called.
dance.
Yeah,
There's
exactly.
square dance.
That's something.
Also,
Yeah, it's like
they'd also be
carnival
doing a
music.
barbecue, which
Yeah.
we're doing right now.
Yeah, we're
So
hooking
it
up
works.
some BBQ for
Yeah.
Memorial Day.
Yeah, carnival music. That's
Yeah.
what it's called, I think. Like, that's like the style.
And there's like fat drunk guys that are uncles and they're disappointed in their lives and they're playing horseshoes.
There's a dude paying $8 for a beer that is two.
Got a funny guy over here.
All right, Trevor. What else we got? We're turning them and burning them. We're burning them and turning them. Another
All right.
one bites the dust.
All right, so we could talk about Memorial Day. I could give a brief thing on what happened. I looked up some shit that happened this weekend.
Got some random Trevor facts, folks.
Let's fucking go. So, Memorial Day weekend, obviously honoring of military and veterans. and all
Gotta
those
have a
things.
moment of silence for those folks. Not right now, obviously. No.
Anyways, so yep, thank you to all those people. And
Thanks for doing what you do.
for activities we had this weekend at the Sylvan Ridge Winery. They had a wine drinking get together.
Trevor does this awesome thing where he brings in local events.
I look
that
it up.
Nobody will ever
Nope.
hear about.
Like the Rhododendron Festival happened in Florence. My boss told me, I'm like, I'm going to talk about it. Fuck it. So I'm going to be the guy that's going to talk about like, at St. Mary's Catholic School, they're having a car wash this weekend. It's like local shit.
Yeah, that's what I'm
Yeah.
talking about. Nuns and buckets.
Yeah, nuns and buckets.
Nuns and buckets.
Hey, those nuns, they do get wet. I don't care what they say. Come on, Chris.
One way or the other.
All right. Nah, it's just we practice jokes on each other. That's what we do. But so yeah, another thing at the Eugene Masonic Cemetery, there was a big event because Memorial Weekend is all about hanging out at cemeteries. It's a big
It is
thing.
about hanging out at cemeteries.
Yeah.
I wonder about which holidays florists cash in on. It's probably like
It's up
Memorial
there.
Day, Veterans Day, fucking
Also,
Valentine's.
Also, cemeteries they actually have tip jars at the cemeteries you can put money in. So
who the fuck are you tipping at a cemetery?
there's caretakers.
The groundskeeper?
The groundskeeper.
Hey, he lives in a mobile.
Yeah, there's
Talking about
groundskeepers.
Paco?
Yes, the groundskeepers, and there's a lot of people that donate to cemeteries around this time.
Oh
Yeah.
man, you got to be some sort of piece of shit if you're rolling through cemeteries picking up out of the tip jars.
Hey,
especially
hey,
now.
you could definitely say,
Hey, I'm not stealing from the dead. Technically, these people are still living.
Right.
They'll be in these holes one day, and then I'll be stealing from them.
hey, you could say whoever that is, the person's dead wrong.
Good one.
Come on, I got my
Not
moments.
the greatest joke ever, but damn it if it didn't sizzle.
Oh.
It had a little sizzle and crackle to it.
Got my moments. I wish I had cool guy shades on right now, but I don't have any.
Nope, you got
Tomorrow.
invisible cool guy shades on. Yep,
So
there
tomorrow,
he goes.
tomorrow I'll have some new ones. Some more fun things. Today there was a run. There was a miles on Memorial, and it was in Alton Baker Park today.
Was there anybody hot there, Trevor? Are you
I don't know.
reporting live?
I just know it was like a 3-mile run, so they probably just ran by the tracks, ran by some bum camps.
Yeah,
You know.
what are they running?
I don't know. It's one part of. I'm guessing probably from over by downtown, and then probably east over to where Alton Baker becomes Springfield out there.
That's got to be a thing if you're just a homeless dude on the street, like many of people in Eugene, and there's just a giant marathon coming by your
That
house.
happened a month ago.
And some
Yeah.
guy's just sitting there masturbating in the morning trying to wake up, you know? And he's just like, keep it down out there.
And there's 500 people running right a few feet away. There's a bunch of women just seeing him beating off
gets
under the
out.
tarp like, hey lady, come on.
You're on my front porch.
Hey, lady, got some extra protein for you. What's good?
He gets out of the tent and he's like, this is material. He's like taking mental photographs of all the women.
He might come
He's
out.
like, I'll use this later.
He might come out and try to grab one real quick. Here's a side workout.
Here's an extra obstacle. You imagine like the guy that's like the guy that's like the great artist, and he's a homeless guy, and they're like, "What are you painting?" And he's like, "I'm painting the runners." And you go up, and it's just a bunch of stick figures.
But they all have names. He made up names
He's just
for
got
them.
boobs on the girls. That's the only difference.
And then the guys have dicks, and they're all wearing funny hats for some reason. So there you go.
This one, he's got a sombrero. You know,
This one has a wizard's hat.
this guy, he's waiting for Santa Claus. It's Christmas time.
Let's go. This guy, bunny ears. Don't ask why. He's a furry. He's into those things.
I
Anyways.
found something out crazy today. There's an artist in, I think it's Iceland, and they they paint, or not paint, they make giant photographs, or not photographs, it's giant pieces of art with ice, sheets of ice, and charcoal. They go out there with water and charcoal, and they spray down the ice, and they sketch like faces,
That
and then they
sounds
pull
cool.
like 4 giant sheets of ice together with string, and then they make like an image, and you can see it from like a drone or whatever it is.
It probably doesn't last long just from it melting and refreezing.
Well, probably not, but I mean, if you're there and you do it and you get photographs of it while
Take a
it's
photo
there,
of it. And then
there was a
sell the
lot
photo.
of really great. He did a ton of facial charcoal paintings or pictures. Yeah, and they looked great, man. A lot of people. So
That's pretty cool.
there's Chris's art minute for you. Yeah.
Well, these guys are both artists. I heard them talking earlier. You guys want to talk about your art real quick?
I think you should.
Austin, what kind of art you got?
I just draw dogs and people. I draw busts. I'll draw a bust of a dog.
He'll draw a real busty woman with big old tits.
Bit of a dog face, but she's got some big puppet
I'm
eyes.
talking about Big Boob Betty. Everybody knows Big Titty Betty, okay? Chris doesn't have nothing about that.
She'll go
he's
up.
like, you guys have found my secret pictures, haven't you? It's like underneath his bed, he's got a ton of big boob women.
She'll go up to Chris and be like, "So is that a pencil down there? He's happy to see me." Some jokes like that.
What we don't know is that Chris is secretly
Let me
the
draw
world's
you a
greatest
picture.
artist. He just draws tits.
Yeah.
He draws a lot of titties.
He used to train with Bob Ross, but then he decided to go a different direction than Bob Ross was going. So
Bob Ross was more into drawing pussies. A lot of bush.
a lot of bush. He was the expert at drawing bush,
Little nice bush down
and he was good at drawing big
put a little
areas of
nice
a lot of
bush
wood.
down.
He's good at drawing wood and bushes. But anyways, every little happy tree needs a friend. Shout out Bob Ross.
Just a little happy artist. Just a little happy bush. You know.
All right, and then
This
Austin?
episode is brought to you by Dairy Queen. Cheese curds from Dairy Queen. What's up, Dairy Queen?
Hopefully you're listening, Dairy Queen.
They're right next door. More cheese curds, motherfuckers.
Yeah.
By the way, no more creepy clowns on your rooftops, please.
Oh yeah, there was a creepy clown.
One
on the
time when I
rooftop.
was
There's a clown.
there was a clown when I had a day off work.
non-Halloween.
Really?
Yeah, no, it was like in November. It was after Halloween. It was like mid to late November, and there was a guy dressed in like a clown outfit, almost like It.
Yeah.
And he was just staring down into the direction of the emergency room door, and I was like, "Is a shooting about to happen?" And like he just stood there, and I left. And
to be fair, the rooftop of the Dairy Queen right here has a bunch of kids that come up there. I guess they had AC issues, so they had to keep putting coolant onto the AC or into the
But
AC.
that person didn't pour any coolant.
But
They didn't have any.
it's hilarious because we've seen kids doing like TikTok videos up there.
Oh, yeah.
And kids just taking breaks when they shouldn't be.
How the fuck do they get up there?
There's a ladder probably,
Oh,
or
yeah,
they
that's
levitate.
Hey, those college kids. Hey, talk about trying to get some higher learning, if you know what I mean.
And we're not talking about Mount Kilimanjaro.
Sorry, Africa.
Sorry, Africa. Nelson Mandela may never forgive you.
All right, so Austin, what about the art you do?
I do this.
He taxidermy squirrels. He finds all the squirrels and taxidermies.
I actually
makes
have
them
I
into
actually have a
stuff.
friend that does that. He collects dead
He makes
animals on the road
figurines.
and stuff. Yeah, and
He makes little characters.
he does take the bones and makes little characters out of them. Actually,
Gives them
it's
the-
pretty funny.
Gives them the
One's
children.
got a shield and a little sword,
Yeah.
and he's like, "Meh."
Yeah. The one that he gave me, it had like a.
Gives them the
computer
children
ball.
dying of cancer at hospitals like St. Jude's.
He's got one that's John McClane. He's just got bloody glass in his little
He's
squirrel
just got to
feet.
crawl through glass all the
John
time.
McCain.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyways, sorry about
Sorry
babble
about me
shits.
interrupting.
Talk about the art you do.
Okay, so the art I do is called neo-surrealism.
Okay.
It's, that's a style, I guess.
Speak up a little bit.
The style. So neo-surrealism, if you think about Salvador Dali, where he has a bunch of
Melting clocks.
crazy things, it's kind of there's some stuff I do. It's like melting clocks. What would you
Sense of
explain?
time.
Like my art
I
style.
would describe it as like surrealism with definitely like some mysticism in there.
Yeah.
So definitely like it's pretty good. So it's like if Salvador Dali was to do Viking sort of stuff. He's like, I'm gonna paint.
What if a
Yeah.
Viking was to do Salvador Dali?
Dali,
Ooh.
Did we think about that one?
Hey, those Spaniards are pretty freaky. So I guess, you know.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool. I've never really seen too much Salvador Dali paintings or nothing.
Like his,
I'm not a very classy guy. I don't have a lot of nice things.
I don't either. It's okay. It's okay, Greg.
We need to get artwork in here. Where's our art?
I'll
We
make
don't
you
have
some.
any art.
I'll make you some.
Yeah,
There
boxes
you
of
go.
it.
We'll take some
Yeah.
Austin art. Yeah, we'll have to
Yeah.
commission a painting or
Yeah.
something.
I take
I'll pay you in
commissions.
drugs.
Drugs.
Why you just paying them women?
Yeah, because women are harder to find than drugs.
I know that would be nice.
Drugs are so
right?
much cheaper and easier.
Yeah, drugs are cheaper and easier.
Also, they don't. Drugs don't
Well-
weigh. Drugs don't weigh you. Well, sometimes they do.
Well, sometimes drugs are cheaper than women. Sometimes women are cheaper than drugs. It
just
depends on the
depends.
drugs. Depends on the women.
It depends
Yeah.
on how much
It
you're
all
trying to
weighs
do with
itself
each.
out.
But anyways,
But how about we
neo-surrealism.
get you good drugs and non-trashy women?
That works. I would take that.
Lightly trashed. Lightly trashed.
They still have a
Slightly
credit. They
tarnished.
still have a credit score. Have most of their teeth.
They're like the rental cars you get at
just-
the airport.
Yeah.
You know, they've been ran through a few times, but it's still pretty new.
If
As
you
long
put
as
a-
you can find one without yeast infection,
If
I'm
you,
good.
yes, we'll put a tree refresher in there, just like a car. Put a freshener
just
in
kind
there.
of hang it.
Just kind of hang right
Yeah.
between the
Pussy.
pussy.
Yeah.
Kind of freshen her up a little bit to smell it.
Pina colada.
Pine forest.
Smells like fresh baked pie.
Okay, first of all,
Smells like dogwood.
that
Smells like dogwood flowers.
Thing in the world, or the most ridiculous thing in the world. If some girl ever hung a fucking little tree over her pussy,
Yeah, it was my
and
idea.
like,
Just
get
put-
at it, fella. I'd be
Yeah,
like,
the air freshener.
what is
right over
going
the
on?
pussy.
I know.
she's baking some bread, and it's a loaf of sourdough.
It's a life hack. That's what it is.
Hey, you could say that she needed a breath of fresh new air. Anyways,
Yeah.
Austin, tell us more about your
My art. Oh yeah.
Yeah,
So
art.
do you have anything to show us?
yeah, I
You
do.
got pictures?
Yeah. I am doing a huge piece right now of a guy that's frozen in ice, underneath ice.
Okay.
And it's about 10 feet tall by about 6 feet wide, I think. So it's the biggest piece I've ever done. So
big, I've seen
I'm
it.
lawning on it, and I'm painting with acrylic and watercolor. So it's taken me forever because I don't know what I'm doing all the way.
That's right.
That's
So-
every great artist, man. You're
Yeah.
finding out as you go.
Yeah, and just like my first watercolor ever, I just learned as I went. So here's kind of the style. Yeah, it is.
Oh wow, that is very cool.
So you would say that's kind of like surrealism in
Yeah.
a way.
It's like a girl vanishing.
Yeah.
No, she got near Epstein's Island. That's why.
Yeah, she's in the asylum.
I thought she was the chick from Back to the Future. You know, she slowly.
Oh, yeah.
The picture of her.
I'm thinking Epstein's Island.
Doc, I gotta go back.
Yeah.
No, that's pretty awesome.
Thank you. Yeah, that was my first watercolor ever. So, I mean, I drew beforehand, so I kind of knew what I was doing,
Yeah.
but I didn't know what I was doing with the paint, so that took me a while to figure out, but that's pretty simple. This is the big piece I was talking about.
Yeah.
I've seen that.
That is the banner for my band.
What is up, Rob
Yeah.
Zombie?
I know. Right? That's what he does look like, Rob Zombie. Yeah.
Looks like
awesome.
Rob Zombie's been out in the park for a long time.
To the witches who burn, witches that burn in the back of my dragon.
Rob Zombie, your tent's on fire again. Oh,
To the witches have been burned.
I'll deal with it later. No way.
yeah. Hobo Rob Zombie.
Yeah.
What's up, Hoboken
Hobo
Rob
Rob
Zombie? He's from New York.
Or Jersey, Hoboken.
Yeah.
All right. We're rocking along here, folks.
Alright.
Yeah, so I guess that's it with my alt. What'd you guys think?
That's cool.
Very cool.
I like it.
Thank you.
I do.
Thank you.
I've been needing to find me somebody that can paint me a nice marijuana plant.
I can do that. Oh, you
Yeah.
mean like a sculpt one? So you can
Well,
just,
not sculpt one, but just real nice paint.
Yeah.
I want a real nice painting of a cannabis plant. I
I
gotta
can do
find
that.
me that artist. Gotta do it, man.
Probably do that.
Yeah.
I do all kinds of stuff. I
Yeah.
design tattoos.
Nice.
I designed my sister's tattoo. It's a sleeve.
Okay.
I designed this one and this one, but these are pretty.
Yeah.
This one's shitty and this one's
Yeah.
simple.
That's what I do. I put my shitty
Yeah.
tattoos on myself.
Uh,
I'll test them on myself
Uh,
first.
Yep. So yeah, I do all kinds of stuff. Yeah.
He also,
Dope, Austin.
he also,
Yeah.
also does keyboards. He also does drumming, plays guitar. He also
Robs banks
Yeah.
when no one's looking.
does, well, that too. Oh, he was a big money wrestler.
Oh
He's a
yeah,
big
I'm a big money
money
hustler.
Oh, that was another thing about that movie that was the best at the end. Is Shaggy Two Dope's character basically goes, "All right, I guess that about sums it up." And then he goes, "There's nothing more to say than my dad was a big money rustler." And then that's the end of the movie.
There's also the drunk big guy of Poncho at the front of the town Mudbug, and he kept track of the
Yeah, they had
population.
some wrestler, I forget his name, but they had some wrestler just doing commentary, like
Yeah.
stupid little jokes at the entrance. He'd be the guy doing the population on the signboard.
So whenever someone died, you'd switch the numbers on the giant board.
Or if somebody'd come to town, he'd put another couple people in the population.
Right.
He's like, yeah, 2 guys died. I need to go pay respect to their wives.
Yeah.
Just like that.
And then he'd like change the sign. Oh man.
Chris is almost done.
Yeah, buddy, we got some ribs a cooking.
So yeah, 13 minutes. It should be all good.
We have a idea here, folks. So we went out and we bought some ribs, and we bought the most expensive barbecue sauce you could find at Walmart. What's expensive at Walmart for barbecue sauce is about $6. And
Classy
then,
boys.
Yeah, we're very classy boys. And then we bought a barbecue sauce that I know that I like, and that one was about it was like $3.50, something like that.
350.
Yeah, $3.50. And
yours got cookies.
so yeah, no.
Love this monster. All right, go on.
So it was about this time I look up and realize this this Girl Scout's a dinosaur from the Prezozoic age.
I'm the longest
I
monster.
said, damn it, Loch Ness Monster. We don't just give our money away. We work hard for it. Shout out South Park.
There's a big bug on the floor.
Where?
Or is that the
What am I
carpet?
thinking, buddy?
Where?
Over there? No, that's just
Oh,
something
nice.
stuck there. Is that a
bug.
bug? That's a nug?
Chris, you're the man. Chris just discovered floor weed.
Hell yeah. Chris, what you got going on? You've been quiet the last few minutes.
Yeah, Chris, you've been very
I
quiet.
don't have much going on there.
Come on, talk to us.
No,
Talk
wait.
with us.
Any dirty ladies you've seen on the bus or the streets recently?
No, I haven't seen
Any clean looking ladies you've seen on the streets or the bus? That seem like they
Yeah,
would like.
Any nice people?
Yeah.
Emma.
Emma.
She's got a boyfriend.
Does she?
She's had a boyfriend.
She just has a boyfriend.
Who's Emma?
now.
That hot blonde chick that was across the way.
Oh, the jailbait?
She was like 20.
Jailbait, yeah, jailbait.
A little young.
She's got a boyfriend.
Well, it was hot enough.
Yep.
We're
So
good.
she
That was
doesn't
one
want
of the
nothing to do
most.
with it.
That was one of the funniest things about the old apartment was that Trevor would sit out there and get drunk, and he just hit on all the women that walked by.
Hey, you did it too, motherfucker.
Well,
you did
I
too.
was nice about it.
No.
Trevor was just like,
No.
Trevor was just like, you always want to come over and listen to me play guitar.
Hey, this fucking guy, by the time the chick's going by and you're yelling like, hey, ladies, the shorts look nice. I was sitting right there. By the time of Ash, when you just hollering at her.
There ain't nothing wrong with saying a girl looks nice.
I've done that too before.
Can't call them hot though.
Oh, this guy. We have this guy who's out of her current place yelling that a chick looks hot, and then she's like, you say I'm hella hot? And I stood back and I let Chris deal with this. And he's like, no, I didn't say hella hot, bitch, you're okay. Like
I was just like, you're hot. Yeah, I said you're hot.
That's
And she goes, that's rude. And I was like, I'm sorry. And then she started recording me with her phone, like
Yeah,
she was going to put me on blast. And I was
Yeah.
just sitting there smoking, and I was like, all right, lady.
And our friend Christina heard it too. She was down there.
She was inside, and I guess she got on the phone with her ugly friend. And, well, her friend was okay. But she got on the phone with her friend, and she goes, this guy just called me hot outside. Nah. And Christina used to work there, so she overheard.
She was working there at the time.
Yeah.
And then she
Christina
knew us.
was like,
She
oh,
knows.
I know that guy.
I know those assholes.
So don't go calling women hot unless you really mean it and you think she might be into it.
Just call them decent looking. You're not hideous.
No.
Not
Just
hideous.
say, hey, there's a woman down there. Maybe we should go and take her.
Hey, like I've heard a boss say, it's not rape if you say surprise first.
It's not rape if 1,000 no's equal 1 yes. So
Yeah.
bad.
Or if you can't hear, then her saying no doesn't mean anything because you couldn't hear her say
I
no.
don't speak, scream.
It's like, what about you never hear about the deaf rapist? Like that's something I think about. The deaf rapist.
Because he's always making noise while he's doing it.
Yeah,
He's just so loud, he's always
it.
getting caught.
Yeah, and he can't hear you say no, so he just does it anyway.
He's just crashing through windows trying to take chicks and stuff. He doesn't know how to be quiet, and he's turning on TVs as he's doing stuff.
And he's in a Spider-Man outfit for some reason. I don't know why.
He's in a Spider-Man top.
Batman.
He's in a Spider-Man top and an Iron Man bottom for some reason.
Yes.
He's in like spandex. And he's just like, ah! Sorry, deaf people, if you hear this. We didn't mean to offend
I don't
you.
think the deaf people are going to be able to hear us.
Yes, they will, because somebody will sign to them, and then they'll get offended,
Yes.
and it'll be a really long conversation to explain what they just fucking heard.
Hey, why did Helen Keller's dog kill himself?
He was depressed.
You would too if your name was. There you go.
Oh, blind people, deaf people, we love you. Come on, man. Don't be crazy. But, yeah, Trevor, I heard you hate mentally challenged people.
That's not true.
Yeah, it's so true, man. I heard
What?
it, man. He went to a mentally challenged school and started flipping off kids.
Are you saying I had donkey brains?
Donkey brain. Shout out,
And
It's
I-
Always Sunny.
Look, I have a
Danny
certificate
DeVito.
here.
I
I have a certificate.
Trevor's got a non-donkey brain
I got
certificate.
whisked off to nitwit school.
Nitwit school.
Hey, you ever see a frog kid? I would say I'm a frog kid.
Danny DeVito's
And
the
there was this
man.
girl, the first girl I ever loved or kissed. She always smiled. Well, it's because she didn't have any lips.
His lips.
She didn't have any lips, but her mouth, though, it was so giving.
Oh, man.
I saw that again recently, like 2 days ago. We
Shit.
watched it.
God, I love It's Always Sunny. We gotta check out their podcast.
We should.
I've seen a bit of it. It's not that great.
Well, like Trailer Park Boys, they have a funny podcast. Their show is funnier, but their podcast is still decent. I haven't
Yeah.
seen Always Sunny.
Damn, do you smoke unfiltered cigarettes too?
I do, yeah.
That's crazy. You guys are
Cheapo.
cousins.
Kissing cousins.
You guys are cigarette cousins.
So yeah, we could. I saw something today that was pretty interesting about the Voynich manuscript. It was this very famous manuscript that a book dealer and collector named Voynich in the early 1900s collected.
Trevor, it's Woodnich. Get
Okay,
it right.
Sorry.
I'm playing with you.
Didn't know Chris was so Slavic over there.
Wunderbar.
Wunderbar. Voyevich.
Wachowski. Michael Wachowski.
Mike Wachowski.
But anyway, there's this book dealer, and he had this crazy book, and it ended up getting bought by this Prussian king named Rudolph II. And it was his originally, and he had it in like the 1800s. And then there was another guy that goes back to the 1600s. And then there are some people that thought it might have been an early work by Leonardo da Vinci.
Leonardo DiCaprio.
No, Leonardo da Vinci. I had to catch myself. Early work by Leonardo da Vinci.
You're never going to say DiCaprio without Da Vinci. It's always going to be a thing.
Da Vinci. Wait.
Leonardo DiCaprio.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to get Django out of my mind right now. Get over here now! But anyways, so it's this famous book. No one could understand it. They've had all these experts look at it and try to break it. Even guys that helped break the Japanese code in World War II, they couldn't break it. All these experts, they're confused about it. So they did a chemical analysis test on it.
Chemical analysis.
And they think that they now are pretty sure it's from northern Italy in the early 1400s. So it's older than any of their expectations.
I thought of this book actually.
Yeah.
Big old thing.
And it has like drawings that they're crude drawings, but they show like cell structures, pretty like in-depth cell structures.
Cell structures.
And this is like a few hundred years before we really knew about cells and everything. So that's why it's so fascinating how they knew about it. And they think there might have been some crazy English monk that was experimenting with lenses, that maybe he was doing this. And they aren't
Very
for
cool.
sure.
He had an asshole twin brother he just shouted at. It was like, tell me what you see. And he just wrote it down.
Or he would tie his brother up and just like burn him with it on a sunny day.
Tell me what you see. He's like, I don't like this game anymore.
So yeah, that's something I got.
Very cool.
So yeah, the Voynich, Voynich
Voyevich.
manuscript.
Voyevich.
And yeah, a lot of mystery behind it. Check it out. It's pretty cool.
Trevor did better research this week than I did. All I know is about getting sick this week.
Hell yeah. All right.
Because I'm a sick son of a bitch.
We got some more. Got like 6 more minutes we got to fill up. I got another thing. So I saw something about this area that these explorers went and checked out, and their explorations caught the notice of Sir Robert Dowell, who was the guy that wrote Sherlock Holmes.
Yeah.
And he also wrote The Lost World, which is what helped inspire later on King Kong and Jurassic Park.
Little known fact, there was no titties in Jurassic Park, but there was a ton of titties in Lost World.
There was. There totally was.
Yes. So anyways, these explorers these British explorers, and they go to this area in northeastern corner of Venezuela, near the Brazilian border, and
Hell, nobody wants to go there now.
they had all these explorers that went there like the last couple of years. They have these explorers go there, a team of them, and it's like the classic where you have like the super cool guys like, yeah, I'm a herpetologist, I'm the lizard expert. I'm like, yeah, I bet you dealt with some herps, and I'm not talking lizards, or am I? Lizard ladies. But
funny.
I made
What's
that up.
his name? Dr. Dick Hope.
No Dick Harps.
Hope.
Or no female doctor's name Anita
Dr.
Cox.
Dick Brown.
Or Harry Cummings, none of those. But they had a spider expert, like this middle-aged fat ginger guy who liked spiders, and they had like this crazy Australian guy who's a cryptozoologist who's like, yeah, I study Bigfoot and I'm an expert at these things. Like, so you were an expert at this, and then there was one chick, and she was a hot chick, and she was like this hot Hermione chick, from Harry Potter, and she's like, well, I'm a microbiologist, and she was always getting into an argument with this guy. Like, he was like, yeah, I went and talked to the locals, and they're saying that these pterodactyls would fly down and swoop up children. She's like, well, that's nice, they have these legends, but I deal with science, okay? So you see the Australian dude and then like this snooty bitch just arguing the whole time, and all the dudes, including the guy,
waiting for him to fuck.
Yeah, waiting for a fuck, and they're just rolling. It shows them on a fire, and all the scientists are rolling their eyes. It's fucking funny. I'm like, yeah, I could relate to that. Just like, get it over with. Yeah. And then they end up going up this crazy. It's like this straight up. Looks like a giant thumb just pushed up. It's where when Pangea and all that, when it broke apart, you had Gondwana, which was South America and Africa were together. Yeah. When Africa and South America was split up, the giant force of the wave supposedly caused like this giant wave to just cause a giant surface of the ground to just shoot up 10,000 feet. Yeah. So it's this giant fucking mountain that shoots up from the rainforest. And they kept finding all these like birds and lizards and microbes they've never found anywhere else. During that expedition, they found a bunch of species new to science.
Right, really.
So yeah, and they had found this giant cave, and they didn't find any dinosaurs like that was rumored to be in the area, but they found a lot of other things. Like they found microbes that were just living on glass in this cave. Like this weird cricket that could like submerge itself in water and swim around like a submarine.
Cricket?
A cricket.
A huge cricket. That's so
a decent sized cricket. Yeah, and there was one of the world's most largest and one of the world's most venomous snakes were there too.
What was it?
It was, the anaconda was there, but they also had this thing called the
There's a black
Fur-de-sac.
Oh.
Hey, I told you to stay away from those BBC sites, man.
Oh, yeah.
Black Mamba.
Yeah, Black Mamba.
Anyways. Tubuku. Anyways. British Broadcasting Channel, shout out. Anyways. So yeah, it was pretty cool. What do you think about dinosaurs, Chris?
They're okay.
Yeah? Do you think that there might be a few
I like
remnants?
the ones that are leaf eaters only. The
Herbivores.
herbivores, yeah.
Like the brontosaurus?
Yes.
The long
brontosaurus,
necks?
Long necks and a small head.
Yeah.
So like
you
some...
ever watch The Land Before Time?
Yeah.
Yes.
I love that cartoon.
Hell yeah. I like...
Shout out Land Before Time.
Shout out Petrie, the pterodactyl.
Petrie, yeah.
There's Dimitri too, I think.
That'd be cool, pterodactyl.
Pterodactyl's pretty cool. It'd be pretty cool if like people had those to fly around back in the day.
Yeah.
Do warfare off the backs of pterodactyls.
Instead of falcons.
Yeah.
Dude, pterodactyls
Go
huge.
hunting for me.
There's a dude that's got a
Annihilate
griffin
that
for some
country.
reason, a half lion, half eagle.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. There's a version where like there's a bunch of funny female stand-up comedians that are hanging out too.
Trevor, you know that doesn't exist anywhere.
I know. Sorry about that. Shout out, not shout out female comedians, but if you're single, shout out to us anyway. What's up?
You might not think you're funny, but we'll play with your pussy.
And do other things.
All right, Trevor, you ready to play us out?
Yeah.
All right. All right, guys, it's been real. Two Lonely Boys podcast. Trevor, hit it.
That up. There you go. All right, everybody.
Thanks to our guests.
Austin Tribble and Old Silver Squirrel. Chris Kenith. Hopefully you guys enjoy us again sometime. And Two Lonely Boys
We would love to have you again.
and the canoe are out.